Hey, so yeah, it's been a while. I've definitely neglected this channel, but that doesn't mean I've given up. In fact, it doesn't mean I've been neglectful in the terms of not actually getting stuff done. I've been very hard at work, but before we even catch up on all of that, let's get on to this quick theory. So, Vegapunk has been the main attraction in the latest chapters. Well, actually, you could argue Blackbeard. I'm biased because my whole channel in terms of One Piece have been about observing Haki from a very scientific perspective with spirituality as well. And given the fact that I like this whole science Haki aspect, and I also think it leads to understanding devil fruits, of course I'm fascinated by Vegapunk. So there's certain things I see in Vegapunk that really catch my eye. One thing is the fact that there's this heavy emphasis on light. And we've always known this about Vegapunk due to the fact that pacifistas shoot light beams. Yes, there's some Kizaru involvement on there, I'm sure, but I think it's really more about Vegapunk's understanding of the nature of light and all his scientific research in that regard. Another thing that caught my attention is his satellites. The fact that he has 6 other bodies. And if you add his own body to the 6 bodies, you get 7 bodies. If you know my understanding Haki theory, then you should know where I'm going with this. 7 is a special number because there's 7 chakras. Now, I'm not going to get into what chakra is, but all you need to know is that chakras are color-coded. There's 7 colors for the 7 chakras, like the rainbow. Now, there's 7 bodies, 7 colors. And he has a fascination with light, which light is color. All of that relates to the Vinsmokes, not just because they're color-coded, not just because they're numbered, but because I believe there is a theme with separation between the 7 Vegapunks. Clearly, one is referred to as greedy, one's referred to as evil, and all those different type of things. And I think that just goes to show the difference between Vegapunk and Judge. Whereas Judge, he seems to try to eliminate emotions from his children, really just make them all the same. Whereas if you look at Vegapunk and the way his satellites look, I mean, we've only seen 3 so far, but all 3 of them look different, as opposed to the Vinsmokes where they all look the same. I think that's because Judge is short-sighted. All he probably understands is DNA and molecules and bloodline elements from animals, and just understanding chemistry and biology. But I think Vegapunk takes it to a whole nother level where he's not just understanding the physical science, but also the spiritual science. That's just like a quick glimpse into what my understanding Haki theories are. But basically, this whole Vinsmokes or Vegapunks thing, it's really not substantial. I just wanted an excuse to make a video because I haven't made one in so long. Essentially is this idea of, are the Vinsmokes, we know they're siblings, they're definitely without a doubt siblings. We know that their mom is Sora, who gave birth to them. If she didn't give birth to the kids, well then there would be no point in that whole plot line of she took the medicine and Sanji didn't get powers because she was pregnant with them. So we know for a fact she definitely was pregnant with the Vinsmoke children. But maybe, even though they are biologically human, they could also be scientific experiments in terms of being clones. Like, what if Judge isn't even their biological father? I'm not really sold on that, but I'm just throwing the idea out. Maybe the hero Sora from the comics was or is their father. Like the person that Judge is trying to clone is this hero Sora, who's most likely connected to Vegapunk, because if you look at that one picture we have of the comic book Sora, it looks a lot like what we see with the Vegapunks now. There's a whole theory by Mr. Morge that I just found out, because not only have I not been on YouTube uploading, I haven't really been on YouTube looking at other people's videos and theories. I've just been doing my own thing, which when you see what my own thing is, I think you'll understand why I've been so off the grid. But yeah, I just found out about this Mr. Morge video where he says, and this was made a month ago, so really props to him. And I watched a video, there was a person on Twitter who made a theory that inspired him to make a video, but whatever. That maybe Sora, the mom of Sanji and them, was a Vegapunk creation, a clone or whatever. But yeah, I think it'd be very interesting to find out, like, maybe Sanji and his siblings were meant to be satellites of Judge. Like, they weren't even meant to be their own selves. They're really supposed to be not just offsprings of Judge, but like literally his other selves, his other clones. But anyway, enough babbling. Let me actually show you what I've been up to this whole time. So what I have here is episode 9 of a series that doesn't exist yet. I have a series, Understanding Haki, in 3 parts currently on YouTube. What I was supposed to do was come out with a part 4, but I ended up scrapping that. What I want to do instead is reboot my Understanding Haki series like 10 times better than it was before. And this is not just 10 times better subjectively, but literally, quantifiably 10 times more. Let me give you an example. So one part of Understanding Haki, let's give an estimate, is 10 pages previously. And that was talking about multiple chakras or multiple colors at once. Well, this is talking specifically about one chakra, the Ajna, the third eye chakra, the 6th chakra. This one alone is, let's say, 13 pages, and I'm still writing it. I'm not done. Not only that, I have other colors that are like 20 pages. So all in all, if you do the math, let's say just alone, each episode was 10 pages, which is not, it's more. But if each episode was 10 pages and I have 10 episodes, that's already 100 pages. And as you can see, this is legit walls of text. Like, there's not a lot of double spacing. That's 100 pages if I were to do 10 pages each episode. And it's more than that. It's probably going to be close to 200 pages. I went insane. I went crazy because I'm just really passionate about this project. But yeah, this is an example of what I've been working on. Just giving you a little glimpse. But yeah, it's all about the various colors of Haki. The fact that there are various colors of Haki just coincides so well with what Vegapunk is showing us, with how he has various bodies, this highlight, pun intended, highlight on the essence of light. The fact that he used light technology to punch light is so in line of what I've been trying to say about Haki, where you use frequencies to interact with other frequencies. I went in on this in Understanding Haki Part 3, where I explained why it is you could use Haki to punch a Logia, but Armament Haki to punch a Logia, but you can't use Armament Haki to punch Prometheus, who's a spirit inhabiting fire. But yeah, I'm gonna get into that in way more depth in my rebooted Understanding Haki series. I really appreciate it if you watch this video. I apologize if you've been really wanting to hear from me and I just haven't uploaded. I had an epiphany today. I realized if I wanted to get stuff out on YouTube, I don't just have to make videos, which I'm very reluctant to just make low quality videos, even though I could just get in front of a camera and record. even what I'm doing now, I consider to be low quality. Because, you know, if you watch my other videos, you know I really go all over the place and really in depth. This is just one screen, two screens really. But I realized that instead of uploading videos, I can also do community posts. I can do community posts every time a chapter comes up. Just, you know, share my thoughts with you guys, you know. Or if I have a little theory and I don't feel like sitting in front of a camera and telling you, I could just tell in community posts. So look out for that. If I do have stuff I want to share with you, I might be doing community posts a lot more often. So thank you again for watching. See ya.